Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Man, this is that awkward week where we kind of find ourselves in between two very significant holidays. And maybe you're like me, I love to interact with just strangers, in the Walmart parking lot. And where I've been saying Merry Christmas, now I got to say Happy New Year. But it really has been an incredible season. Uh, I don't know what your house was like yesterday morning. In fact, if you're watching this live, it's December the 26th. And yesterday was fun. You may be tired. You may have been digging out of the piles of wrapping paper or sitting back with regret going like, why did we spend so much money? Or maybe you're still entertaining family around the house and just enjoying good quality time together. I hope you've had an incredible Christmas. I want to take a moment though just to encourage you with a thought. You may be beginning to like exhale, like breathe this sigh of relief, like we made it through. Like the past several weeks have just been slam filled with extra Christmas parties and church gatherings and events that have just stretched you from dark to dark. You've overspent your budget and now you're staring at a credit card bill and you're just in this moment like, oh, it's over. Like the family has left the house and the presents are all done and maybe you're already packing up the Christmas decorations. But I think this is helpful for us to remember. Christmas is not the end. It's actually a reminder that something is starting. When we reflect back on the Christmas story, Luke chapter 2, for example, is what we looked at this past Sunday. We spent some time looking in verse 20 in the response of the shepherds after they heard the good news and after they met with Jesus and worshiped him in the manger. What did they then go do? They went on their way with a renewed sense of mission and purpose and vision for the kingdom to tell everybody, hey, the Messiah has come. This baby has been born. For unto us a child has been born. For unto us a son has been given. The incarnation of Christ, Jesus coming from heaven to earth, Philippians chapter 1 and chapter 2 unpacks this beautifully. The incarnation of Christ was not the completion of the mission. It was actually the beginning of the process. It is through his life, 33 years later, that Jesus atones for our sin by dying for us. He is in the grave for 3 days. He resurrects in body and he ascends into heaven. And it is his propitiation or his death that atones for our sin. In his crucifixion, it is his resurrection that leads him to ultimate exaltation and glorification. And now he sits at the right hand of God, ever interceding, mediating to God on our behalf. And we see that beautifully unpacked throughout the book of Hebrews. In that spirit, we celebrate Christmas, but we realize that it gives us a sense of burning passion now to be reminded of the good news that we must go and share where we live, where we learn, where we work, and where we play. And if you were like most people, as you breathe the sigh of relief that Christmas is over, throughout this week, you're going to begin to shift your mind toward the new year. And that naturally will lead most of us, whether you make New Year's resolutions or not, it will lead most of us into this mindset of what changes do I want to make? What habits do I want to form? What reset buttons do I want to need to create in my life or in my rhythm? And I think those things are good. But I would motivate and encourage you to allow the celebration of Christmas, even in its original design, to be the announcement of what is to come. And that you would be committed today, this week, and next year in your rhythms and routines where you live, learn, work, and play to celebrate who Jesus is, to share the good news of hope that you have experienced for his sake, so that others can also experience that hope. Be motivated, be challenged as you celebrate and remember there's not time to just sit back. There is work to do. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Lord, send to us workers. That's me and that's you. I hope you're motivated. I hope you're having a great time with your family. as you reflect and even begin to pivot your mind toward next year, look for ways to make this celebration be the starting point to share the good news. Until next time, God bless.